Hello, everybody. It's been a very interesting season for railroading here in the region. Uh, we have two major things that's going on, well, actually three. The first one I want to talk about is the railroad upgrades that's happening at Gary Works at U.S. Steel. Those have been going on very nicely. Right now, I forget the names of which railroad segments are being revamped, but it's a pretty significant project, and we'll talk about that a little bit later once I remember what's going on. But that's a major project that's happening right now at Gary Works. The second interesting and probably the most consequential is the closure of Bar Yard in Illinois. That closure has saw the dividing of most of the bar yard work being split between Indiana Harbor Belt and Belt Railway of Chicago. And I really can't speak for Belt Railway because I don't work with them much, but Indiana Harbor Belt has been getting slammed since March. They have been getting, I just can't. Gibson Yard is full of auto racks, every single track full. And today, last night, the yard was so full, there was traffic being backed up all along the old Michigan Central line. What caught me this morning when I was coming home from work, which really pissed me off. But every track at Gibson is full. Gary and Western, full all of the time. And then on top of that, there's not a lot of power. So they've been borrowing units, and that's where the EJE unit comes in. I recorded that earlier, posted it on the page. But they've been borrowing units all over the place. There's been some weird units going on, some real weird lash-ups happening, and it's just crazy. It's too much work, not enough power. Everybody fleeing Blue Island. Blue Island is completely jam-packed. It has received probably 80% of the backlog for Indiana Harbor Belt's slice of bar yard traffic, and it's just complete mayhem. It's just, I hear crews using different words to describe what's going on, but it's mayhem. It's mayhem, and Gibson is up the stick. You know what I'm saying? Like, they having problems moving trains out of the yard because there's not a lot of power to go around, and they can't move them in a timely fashion, and if things get backed up, things are backed up, and it's ridiculous right now. Ridiculous. So thanks, CSX, for closing Bar Yard. I don't know what point you're trying to prove with that, but if your goal was to create utter mayhem and chaos, you've accomplished it. And the last thing is the removal of my favorite bridge, Bridge 631, which I've posted a lot in this group. Tugboat hit the bridge, put a dent into it, and not only that, seized up all the gears and really just broke the bridge. So the bridge has been shut down since March, and just within the last couple of days, that bridge has been completely uninstalled. So I will be posting a video about that bridge later, just to go over some of the things that I've heard, some of the things that are being talked about right now as far as that bridge is concerned. But the consequence is everything northeast of the channel that bridge crosses is not receiving any freight, any business right now because trains can't get across, and BP is suffering the most. BP suffering the most, but the gypsum plant out there is not getting cars. There's empty storage yards all over the place. It's like a ghost town around there. It's really weird, really eerie, and that bridge being shut down has really impacted Indiana Harbor Belt's operations out there and operations for all of the businesses that depend on freight coming across that bridge. I'm not going to get into too much depth to it right now, but I did post a short video clip of what the bridge area looks like now. The tower's still there, but that bridge is gone. So if you're in my history group, I posted a bunch of pictures of the bridge area over there, and I talk about what's happening with the railroad all the time over there more, so I'm able to reach more people in that group. I want to start updating this page a little bit more for people who don't have access to Facebook or social media. It's just a lot going on, and it's been crazy around here as far as the railroad is concerned. Crazy. CSX is working a lot more in Gibson. They're using the Whiting branch to try to move ore cars in and out or coal cars in and out of BP, but that Whiting branch is not efficient. The way it's set up is not efficient. They can't move nearly as much freight over there, and then they're not moving freight for other businesses. It's just BP. It's crazy. Gibson Yard is full. Gary Western is always full. There are way more trains on the Porter branch now coming out of Gary, blocking up everything. It's been very busy on the Porter branch, more busy than it's been in probably years, so a lot of interesting things going on. Look some of this stuff up for yourself. Don't take my word for it. And Tolleson is still not installed. The diamond there, not installed still. So that's it.